Hello, everyone. Welcome to our third Joy House Playdate. So good to have everyone here. Forgive me for being just a few minutes late. We just finished the watch party for movie night for tomorrow night. And we are definitely back in Call the Midwife. If you are here and you are not at the watch party, in just a few minutes, I have invited those that were at the watch party to come over and discuss the episode a little bit, just because we barely got it all in. Last time we were together, we had some difficulty viewing it, had no difficulty viewing it, got to view it just like we did Anne with an E, because God is good and he provides. But it just was so long that we just got it in just the amount of time that we needed to. So anyway, but no discussion. So I did invite them over to ask any questions they may have had and any discussion they want. And well, if you weren't there, it gives you a little bit of help and a leg up for tomorrow night. But before we do all of that, I do want to welcome everyone in, and I want to see who all is here and give out some great big nugs and all that good stuff. All right, let's see here. We have in the Joyful House Miss Samantha and Miss Wanda. Wonderful, wondering Wanda, where are you tonight, my friend? And the beautiful Ivy V is here. Hello, Ivy. So great to have you. Sorry I missed the watch party. Had just got loaded in Tennessee and forgot. Well, now I know where you are. Not a problem. Not a problem. Hello, Miss Margie. Miss Margie, you and your chat, we have a little secret. Shh. During the watch party, I snuck into Miss Margie's house and said hello and left my joy thumb on her live and gave everyone there some great big nugs. So that's what you just call joyful multitasking, right? Spreading joy all around. Oh, hello, Dom P. Welcome in. So good to see you. And Miss Angela, thank you for coming on back over after the watch party. She says, hi, Cynthia and everyone in the chat. How are you doing? I'm doing fine, drinking water and working on my scarf. Hello, Miss Doris. Nugs, nugs, nugs. So good to see you. Hello, Candy. Nuggies, nuggies, nuggies. All right. Dawn says, Samantha, Wanda, Ivy, Margie, Angela, Doris, Candy, and our beautiful hostess, Cynthia. And we can't forget Mr. Joyful. Yes, he came in also in that transition time, brought me a crochet hook, and turned some heat on back here for me because it's a little bit cold here in the studio. So I did get comfortable before the watch party. I got out of my work clothes, had a really long day today, started early, ended late, had a big event tonight. So I didn't get home till 6 o'clock. And after I ate, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get comfortable. So I got comfortable for the watch party and I got comfortable for our play date. So I am in a sweatshirt and I am in some, they're not really flannel. I don't know what to call them. Velour. They're pajama bottoms. Now, I have many people who ask me, because I live in South Carolina and I'm wearing this sweatshirt, are you a Clemson fan? Don't hate me that I'm not, but I am not a football person, so I don't really root for Clemson or Carolina, although I do love football. I love all sports. My biggest passion is baseball, so I am a avid Braves fan. But when I was working at the hospital, we had a night where we could wear a jersey, and this was literally the only jersey I could find. It's not really a jersey, it's a sweatshirt, but you know, during the Super Bowl, it was the only team paraphernalia whatsoever that I could find in our Newberry Walmart. So I got it because after all, it is purple. So don't judge me. And don't judge me because I'm not one or that I am wearing one. But anyway, these are my comfy pajamas. They match. I don't know if you can see them, but they're very soft. They're like a velour. So I came to our play date very comfortable, ready to play and have some fun. So I hope you have come comfortable as well. All right. Hello, Jen Reeves. Welcome in. She says, hello, everyone. Hi, sweet friend. I'm sick. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. I'm so sorry. So lurking in my tree house, blowing my nose. Oh, nugs, 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 and extra nugs that you feel better. Hello, Laura. Thank you for coming over. Again, we had a great watch party, just ran out of time. All right. So if you are here from the watch party and you had any questions about the episode or anything you wanted to discuss, let me know and I'll be happy to answer it. Hello, Hope Mahoney. Welcome into the Joyful House. Nugs, nugs, nugs. And yes, you did, Samantha. And thank you for that. Samantha has come over from the watch party. And everyone is saying hello to each other. Oh, thank you so much for that. And Samantha's sharing out her weather where she lives. And it looks like she's got temperatures of 75 degrees, not too far off from us. We are at 73, Samantha, so we're very close neck and neck there. And she's sharing a giggle with Nightbot. Dad, I'm hungry. Well, hello, hungry, I'm Dad. Typical dad joke. All right. Let's see. Samantha says she needs prayers for her cold as well. We'll definitely hope you get to feeling better. And Miss Candy's heading out to bed. Sweet dreams, my friend. Good night. Samantha said, who delivered the baby? It was Doc Turner. Dr. Turner delivered the baby at the end for Doreen. All right. If somebody will be kind enough to drop me some emojis in the chat, we're going to start off singing happy birthday to all of those that are celebrating birthdays this week. And we got quite a few. We've got, let's see if I can do this where it doesn't scroll. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can get them all up there without it scrolling. No, we are 10 letters over. So let me see if there's anywhere I can take a couple letters out. I can do some right there. And let's see. I do it this way because I have found that it's so much easier when it is not scrolling. And I think everybody will understand if I take width between their name and their channel name out and use a dash instead. And it's already got us under. So here we go. So we are celebrating that I know of this week. Dawn with Dawn Yarn Doll, Bree from Breezy's Crafty Creations, Megan Nadine, Dr. Geneva with Dr. Geneva Early, and Laura with Laura's Block Ministries, and Renee with Natural Nene. So we're going to sing happy birthday to them. And also before we do, I do know I have one eagle in the house, so I want to do a shout out for that one eagle and say hello, Wanda. Glad that you are here with us tonight. All right. And now, friends, if you will, join me in singing happy birthday. And if you have a birthday and you don't think I know when it is, please let me know in the chat or send me an email. And if you're definitely having one now, I would love for you to share so we can sing happy birthday to you as well. All right, join me in singing happy birthday to all of our friends that are celebrating their special day. Happy birthday to you and many more. All right. Oh, what a perfect night, you guys. Every night this week, I have come home and gone to bed early and just crashed. But I have lots of energy tonight. So God is good in giving me that so we can hang out and spend some time together. All right. Let me know. What are you drinking? What's on your hook? I'm drinking a little bit of herbal tea that I have left over from work. Aren't these cups really cute, by the way? This one happens to say Dixie, but they each say something different and something's usually encouraging. But Mr. Joyful found these for me, and I just make my tea right in the cup, and I've got the lid so I can keep it covered and keep it warmer longer, and then I can transport it from work to home if I don't have it finished. So I'm drinking tea, and then I have a little bit of lemonade that he got me from Sonic that went with my chicken sandwich for dinner. All right. Let me go check on the chat here. Thank you guys for those emojis. I was able to find my way right where I needed to. Samantha, she said she wasn't feeling good, Jen. She's under the weather. She's got a cold just like you've got a cold. And Miss Margie, thank you for that reminder. We do have another eagle in the house. So everyone, help me give a big shout out and love to another eagle that has landed, and that is Miss Margie. Thank you so much, Miss Margie, for that reminder. All right. And I'm at the bottom of the chat again. So I kind of have a couple little things on my hook, but some things I can't show you that are on my hook and off my hook already because they're prototypes for the next mystery make along. I'm so excited. The Joy team finished their last project, and we are getting ready this coming Monday to move on to our new one. And if you are not part of the Joy team, let me give you a little sneak peek of our finished mystery make along that we just finished. And they're right here behind me, these owl pillows. Those are our mystery make along. The one right here that's done in purples and yellows and hot pink, that was the prototype. And this is the one that I did with them. And you're seeing the difference between a 4mm hook and a 5mm hook. I did the first one in a 4mm, and of course it's a little bit smaller, and I did this one in a 5mm, and it's a little bit too big. But we had so much fun doing that. And of course, in a couple of weeks, you guys will see the showcase of all of theirs. That will be Monday, April the 14th. Oh, how can I forget? That's the day that Mr. Joyful proposed to me 20 years ago. So how exciting is that? So our showcase will run on April the 14th, and you'll get to see everybody's. I'm going to move you back just a little bit this way. All right, maybe not too much so y'all can still see them a little bit. All right. Let me come back over to the chat. Jen says, oh, yes, Samantha, I'm all gross and snotty and my eyes leak. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. I hope you and Samantha both feel better. She says, how can I pray for you, Jen? How sweet. Don't. No apples, my friend. No apples. I will tell them what I've told you guys, that our next mystery make along is a very short and quick project. And we could do it in one night, but we're going to do it through a combination of 3 Mondays. But yeah, it's going to be a very easy and fun project. And it will also highlight another content creator. So I'm very excited and very grateful that she is allowing the Joy team to actually do one of her designs. But yeah. So what is on my hook that I can show you? Well, I think I already showed you. Let's see. I started because I didn't have enough to do already, but I like to play. So I started another baby outfit, and I think you've seen this part here already. I've shown someone, whether in the tea party or the Joy team, but somewhere I've shown this. I was trying to lay it flat, but I have the yoke started for the next little baby outfit. I do so enjoy making these. But I've got the yoke started, and I stepped away from that, and oh, it's out in the living room still. Well, maybe I can get Mr. Joyful to help us out in a minute and bring it in. I think he's trying to finish up his dinner, so I'll give him a few more minutes. What I can show you is the yarn that I used to make the prototype for our next mystery make along. And in fact, I made 2 of them. That's how quick and easy they are. And you guys, I still have yarn left over. After we chose our winner for the mystery make along, and they chose their colors to go in their giveaway kit, I then had the other 4 there was 4 selections total. I had the other 3 selections, and I gave the Joy team an opportunity to pick which one they wanted me to do the prototype in and which one they wanted me to do the project along with them in. And then, of course, that left an extra one. Well, after I finished making not 1, but 2 prototypes, I still have this much yarn left. Look at that. It's a pretty good bit of yarn after making 2. Not 1, but 2. So I decided to finish up using that yarn, so I don't have to find a home for it or put it in the scrap bucket or wind it up and put it on the wall. So yes, during the watch party, I didn't get very far because even though I'd seen the episode, it was a really good one. I got engrossed watching it again. But I started making another baby sweater. And of course, this one is going to be a little boy sweater, and it's going to be a little pullover sweater. So hopefully I have enough yarn to make a 0 to 3 month pullover sweater. But anyway, and then in a minute, I'll see if Mr. Joyful will bring the other little project that I've started. I'm actually testing something for someone, and I didn't ask if I could share the progress. So I'll show you what I have, and then I'll check in and make sure it's okay that I show it from time to time. All right. Hello, Sanja. Welcome in. Another eagle has landed. So help me welcome in Sanja. All right. Oh, absolutely, Jen. What a perfect answer. So Samantha asked Jen how she could pray for her, and she said, Samantha, just to be healthy. Amen to that. And I do hope you get to feeling better, and you as well, Samantha. All right. And Sanja's saying that it's not as big as hers, meaning my bigger owl pillow. She says hers is much, much bigger. And I have seen hers, and I love her colors. Love her colors. And Dawn P, your colors are right up my heart. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you want me to share what colors you use yet, or make everybody wait till the showcase. Make them come back to the showcase and watch and give you guys some support. All right. Oh, thank you, Jen. And she said to Samantha, she will keep her in her prayers that she feels better as well. Yes, for your cold, love. So what are you guys working on? And thank you so much again for coming in and saying hello, not only to me, but to those in the chat. You know how much it makes my heart just smile when you guys help me make everyone feel welcome here in the Joyful House. So thank you so much for that. And Izzy is here with us. Hello, Izzy. Nugs, nugs. So good to have you here tonight. Hello, I don't have my hearing aids on and I'll be back. Absolutely. It's funny because something kept setting mine off in the watch party and it would have like a high pitched decibel. It just would go where the sound just was going up. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? I've never had that happen. Mr. Joyful, can you hear me? Will you please be so kind and generous and bring us the project off the couch? Thank you. No, don't bring me the couch. Bring me the project on the couch, silly goose. Oh, if you're going to bring me the couch, then we have to fill it up with friends.
You have 2 chairs.
I know I have 2 chairs. Thank you so much.
Oh. Hello, everybody.
All right. He said, hello, everybody. Do I have a pattern for the little boy sweater? Not yet, because I am, where'd it go? I'm navigating it. I'm navigating it. And so far, I will tell you, you know, everybody does either front post, back post to create the ribbing. And either that or they do the slip stitching. I love the slip stitching. I love how that looks. And Miss Doris and anyone else who's ever attempted to make a sweater of any size, when you do the slip stitching, it just makes a perfect cuff. I can always successfully do it when I'm working the collar, the yoke. But when it comes to the cuffs of the sleeve and the waistcoat, the waistband, my hearing aids just did it again. I can't get that slip stitching. I don't know if it's because I'm just such a tight crocheter. I don't know. So I'm trying something new, and so far I like it. It's giving me that little squishiness that I like, you know, when you pull it. But I'm working in the back loops instead of working it in a round, you know, a complete round. Right now I'm working it in rows and I'm working it in the back loops. And every time I turn, I continue working in the back loops. And so far I'm getting that beautiful stretch and squishiness that you get when you slip stitch. So fingers crossed, y'all. Maybe I'm onto something good here. I don't want to say something new because I cannot 100% verify that my brain just came up with that on its own. So we'll say something good. But anyway, nonetheless, when I get it worked out, Miss Doris, I may very well consider doing a tutorial. And who knows, I may do a mystery make along, but in a bigger size. We'll see. But anyway, I'm working on it, and I'm going to be honest. I really, really liked the pattern that we use for the owls, which that is my pattern. And when I first started it off, I was doing half double crochets, but it just didn't sit right because it needed some kind of texture. So I actually considered doing like a puff stitch, like every other row, like a row of puff stitches and then a row of half double. But I didn't like that either. Now that would have been great if I were making like a snow owl. But I was just trying to do like just a fun, whimsical type owl. So I remembered doing a dishcloth one time. And I think I even did a hat one time. Now that stitch, there's several different names for it. And at one point in time, I had them written down, but it's where you do a single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. And when you turn it to go back across, you do the opposite. Oh, wait, that might have been the piece of paper where I wrote down. There's so many different names for that stitch combo. And at one point I had it written down, and I may not have it anymore. I might have gotten rid of it. Yep, I think I got rid of it. But anyway, you do the opposite. So if you start single, double, when you chain one and turn, you then do double, single. So your doubles are going in each of your single crochets, and your single crochets are going in each of your doubles. And then when you turn and chain one, it will be the opposite again. And so no matter what you do, though, you will always start with a single and always end with a double if you do an even amount of stitches. But I love that texture. So I'm hoping to work this yoke. And of course, I'm going to have to do so many rows to get my measurements so that I can make sure I'm getting it, because I'm trying to make it for 0 to 3 months. Once I get that established, then I'll try to increase it to go from like 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months. But anyway, nonetheless, after I get the collar done, then that's what I'm planning on doing, is probably a row of single crochets all the way around in the bottom part of the edging here. And then once I have those single crochets established, then I'm looking at trying to work that stitch combination of single, double. And then I'm planning on trying to do it where you work in the rounds. And so that means when we come to the end, it will need to end with a double crochet. Yes, it will still need to end with a double crochet, just if I was going back and forth in rows. But then in the next one, after I either join or continue, I'll have to play to see what works. Then it will start. Oh, so see, that will be different. We'll have to chain one and turn, even though it's a sweater. We won't work in a continuous round because we'll have to have it the opposite. It has to start with a single and end with a double. I'm going to have to play. So, Miss Doris, the answer to your question is, after I figure something out and take it from here to here, then I'll do it from here to there and I'll share. Anyway, so I'm just playing. I'm just having fun. So, but now you kind of know my crazy thought process. So yes, I hope to have a pattern eventually, but I got to work it up first. But my thing is, there's so many girl things, not just in crochet, but in the store. And as a mom who raised 3 boys, it was always hard to find boy things. So my passion right now is boy stuff, but I do love making the little girl things. I think y'all saw the onesie I made, right? Now, it was not my pattern. I did get it from Crochet with Baby. Let me just bring my basket. So this pattern is from Crochet with Baby. It was not mine. It was hers. And the yoke of this pattern is also not mine. It also came from Crochet with Baby. All right. And the yarn I'm using for that is the Caron Baby Cakes. And it is in the colorway Ballerina. So as you can see at the edge there, I was just starting lavender. So I will pick up with that lavender. And then there's like a very light pink, off-white, and then it moves into peaches. And then I'll have to go get another cake. But I think I ordered 3, 6, 9, 12 cakes of this. And there is 100 grams, about 231 yards on each one. So it's about 3.5 ounces. So I have that to work on as a set. And then I made these little sandals. This is not Crochet with Baby. I've got the channel saved. Now on her sandals, she put big crochet bows on them. I just took ribbon, but it is still her pattern. So I get no credit for this. But because I'm mentioning it again in this video, I will need to attach both Sarah's Crochet for Baby and this young lady so that I can give them proper credit. Now the headband, I did not have a pattern for it, but from her pattern of the V stitches and the way they were worked in this, I just copied that stitch pattern and just created a little headband. But even so, I'm not taking credit for it. So, and even though she never, I mean, she's not the source of creating the stitches, the pattern, yes, the stitches, no. I still would give her the credit for the headband. And then I just sewed this cute little flower on it. And of course, the label for this yarn is in the living room, but I still have this much left. So, but anyway. All right. The other thing that is on my hook is, as I mentioned, I am testing a pattern. And I think it's okay to share her out, and I'll shout her out in the description box too. I am working on a pattern of Connie's from Just Another Stitch, and I'm testing, it's a type of shawl, but it's like a wrap more than a shawl. It's more like a wrap. And so far, she's not even seen this, y'all. So how lucky for you that you're seeing it before I've even shown her any progress on it. But so far, this is what it looks like. And this would be the front side of it. I was showing you the back side. So that's the front side, or that's what it's looking like. And right now I am in repeat rows, and you can kind of see where the rows repeat. I love Caron, y'all. If you can't tell, there's a lot of Caron back there on the wall. But this is Caron Cotton Painterly Cakes. And this is in the colorway Ocean Oasis. And you've seen me use this before if you've been with me for a while. I did make a shawl in this about probably 4 or 5 years ago. And it must be on the coffee table in the craft room. I also made a table topper from Jada and Stitches out of this same yarn colorway. So very, very nice. I bought 4 cakes of this, and it is probably going to take 3 cakes to do Connie's wrap, because she said it takes about 1,300 yards. And this is 481 yards in each cake, about 8 ounces. So that's about 227 grams. It's a 4 medium weight yarn, and it is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. And so I definitely will have a cake left over. And if there's enough left over from the 3 for the wrap that I could do a baby boy sweater in, because it's boy colors, then I'll throw the other cake into the giveaway stuff. But anyway, we'll see. So got a lot of stuff in there, which, when is April? April starts Tuesday. So if we don't have a tea party next week, then next Thursday night, right? Oh no, we don't have play dates the first Thursday of the month. So I'll make sure I do a tea party. I'll have to make sure I do a tea party because it'll be time to pick a winner for the giveaway for the Joy Word. And speaking of Joy Word, don't you think this would be a great time to pop up the Joy Word for tonight? Let's do that. All right. Here is your Joy Words for tonight, because there's actually 2 words in it. And it is lose fear. Lose fear. Now, I know what you're thinking, Cynthia. I thought these words were supposed to be encouraging. These are encouraging. This is the definition of lose fear. It is releasing anxiety and dread. Lose fear means to release anxiety and dread. And here in the Joyful House, lose fear means move forward with courage by freeing yourself from paralyzing doubts. Move forward with courage by freeing yourself from paralyzing doubts. Could be doubts about a project. It could be doubts about a particular hook. It could be doubts about a particular weight or type of yarn. It could be doubts about self-image. It could be doubts about relationships, or I don't know, clothing style. We need to release ourselves from those paralyzing doubts that keep us from expressing who we truly are and being our authentic self, because who you are is different from anybody else. So you need to be free to be you, because you are valuable, you are matter, and therefore, as I like to say, you need to be your own exclamation. So free yourself from any paralyzing doubts that you have about yourself. As God says, you are uniquely and wonderfully made, and He makes no junk. So lose fear. Be the courageous man or woman that you were designed to be. So that's your Joy Word. If you're new here, or you are here, been here before, but you are not familiar with the Joy Word, if you take these Joy Words and after the live, leave a sentence in the comment section using these words, it will give you an entry towards that giveaway wheel that I was talking about. And if you specifically tell me something that you have enjoyed tonight in this particular playdate that isn't an answer that can apply to any other video or live, then you will receive a second entry to go on that giveaway wheel. All right. And we usually add those entries during tea parties. And I am planning a tea party very soon, because I recently had something that happened. In fact, it happened today while I was taking a few minutes at work, and I started listening to a podcast, and it was something very eye-opening, and it was about a particular show that I have watched for the better part of my adult life, so almost 30 years, and it kind of punched me in the gut, and it was a very hard revelation. And after 48 seasons of my favorite show, I am walking away. And not just from that show, it has actually opened up my eyes about just reality TV in general. And I know that makes me sound like a hypocrite because, after all, isn't YouTube kind of like a reality show? But I hope the difference is I don't manipulate someone. I don't throw power over someone. And I don't wear a mask and pretend to be someone on camera that I'm not off camera. And so I hope that is the difference. But learning what I learned today just made me really sick to my stomach. So I want to open up and share that, and kind of make a public announcement about it. And a tea party is the perfect place to do that. So I'm definitely hoping to do that tea party either tomorrow or over the weekend. So got to make the Joy Riders live up on Saturday. We tried to do it last week, and my camera, it worked for all of 2 minutes, and then it just would not come back on. So I have rode to the library this week. I have rode to Walmart, and I have opened it up, opened StreamYard up at work, and I've opened it up here at the house. And so far, in all those places, the camera is working. So I'm hoping and praying that it was just a internet lack of signal kind of glitch. But anyway, so I've got to make that live up Saturday. But somewhere between tomorrow and Sunday, we will have a tea party so I can share what reality show I'm talking about and how it has profoundly changed me and opened my eyes to some things. So anyway, stay tuned, my friends. All right, let's check on the chat. I've done a lot of talking. Let me go back up and find those emojis that my friends were so grateful in dropping for me. All right. And we've already done all that and welcome in those folks. Okay. Sanja says, we had a nice evening with hot dogs, ooh, snacks, and the Cincinnati Reds. What a fun night. Oh no, Izzy says her hearing aids won't charge. Oh, so sorry. Sonia says, at home on the comfy couch, right? Right. Dawn says, you can share, you can share. And I'm thinking maybe you're talking about me sharing who I was working the pattern for. Sanja says, Ben did well with both cataract surgeries. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for that update. My bad. My bad. I'm not going to lie, Sanja. I came home and just went straight to bed last night. I don't want to keep bringing it up, y'all, but I'm having a hard time. Tonight will be the 5th night. Thursday. Tonight will be the 5th night I've started back on the insulin. And I'm still dealing with high sugars. But yesterday it went back up into the 400s. Tuesday I didn't even go to work. That's how bad it was. So please, as Melissa used to say, charge it to my head and not my heart. But thank you for that update on Ben. I appreciate that because Todd and I have been praying for him, praying for your whole family for a couple of things. And I know you know what they are because you've shared them with me. Hello, Liz. Welcome in. Nugs. I know you've been here for a hot minute, but thank you so much for being here in the Joyful House and hanging out with us. Oh, perfect. Izzy got it figured out, and she says she can hear now. Love it. And Jen is telling Liz, I have missed you. So sweet, so sweet. All right. And Dawn says, for everyone who needs and those who don't think they do, I bet I know what she's going to say. Oh, maybe it's prayer. Oh, prayers. Prayers. I thought she was going to say look up. but she usually does that at the end. Prayers for everyone who needs it and those who don't think they do. We all could use prayers. So thank you so much for that, Dawn. And thank you so much, Doris. We could all use prayers, can't we? Oh, yes, Sanja. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the stitch, the single, double, and then the double, single, however you want to look at it, is the lemon peel or the moss stitch. Lemon peel or moss stitch. And there's like 2 other names for it. So I'll need to work on that, especially if I'm going to try and create a pattern with it again. I should know what the name of it is, because I do have to decide on one for this pattern, which I am in the process. I've almost got it written up. I'm just waiting to get professional pictures done, and we're hoping to get those done. Not professional. I'm not paying somebody. I am paying somebody to help me with my pattern writing right now, but that's local. They're in school for it. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. She gets credit for her class for helping, and I am paying her, but I can't pay her for her work, but I can treat her to dinner, and I can buy groceries for her house because my son is also living there. So it is one of my son's roommates. But anyway, yeah, so I'll make that decision, but I'll try to find out what those other 2 names are, because there was 4 names that I had written down for that stitch. But Sanja is right. Lemon peel and moss stitch is one of them. And I definitely know I did a hat pattern under the moss stitch. And oh, what a beautiful hat. In fact, it was the very one when I was making hats for Hat Not Hate, back when we could make them for them. And I said, I'm going to keep that one. It was a pale baby blue, and it had a really huge white pom-pom on the top. And I completely forgot. I was so excited about all the hats I'd made, and I just packed them all up and shipped them off. And then it was like, oh, I didn't save my hat. But that's okay, because I know that it made a child somewhere happy. So extra love in that hat, extra love. Izzy says, Cynthia, did I ever email you? I know that I have responded to all my emails. But I don't. I think you did. And I think I responded. Yes, because I think you said, sorry for writing so much. And I said, never apologize for sharing. So check your email, because I'm pretty sure I responded. But I do know I am up to date, you guys, on everything. Comments, emails. As I like to say, the Joyful House has risen again and is back on track, and has commanded no more sickness in 2025, including my sugar. We're conquering it right here, right now. All right. Dawn says, I have to step out for a quick minute. We'll be back as soon as I can. Absolutely. Thank you for letting us know you were stepping out. I'm bad about that. Sometimes I'm bad about saying, hey, in a live, and then hanging out while I'm working on something else, whether it's working on a crochet project or whether it's working on videos here in the studio. Or if I go lay down and listen and fall asleep, then I'm definitely bad about leaving without saying bye. Next, enjoy. All right. Oh, I'm really behind in the chat. Jen's like, those are adorable. Maybe guessing about the shoes. The shoes are cute. The shoes are my favorite. I love the little onesie, but the shoes are my favorite. Wanda says, collar and 1 cuff done. Oh my gosh, I know what that means, y'all. That's the sweater she's working on, which, let's face it, she was inspired by somebody. She's completely readapted the entire pattern. So it is officially a Wanda sweater. But she's got the collar and one cuff done, alternating rows, slip stitches. Try single crocheting in the back loop, Wanda. Oh my gosh, it is giving the same effect. And I mean, I don't know. I may get further along and it doesn't work, but so far it feels like it's holding the tension that it needs to. And we'll see. But the slip stitches were driving me crazy with my little tight stitches. It was actually messing up the yarn trying to get my hook into those little teeny tiny stitches. All right. Did you make the flower on the headband? I did not, Jen. I did not. I bought those from Walmart for $1.97, and I've got quite a few of them. And if you'll give me a second, I will grab them and show you. They have like a, oh, that heater's on. It's getting hot. Let me turn the heater actually off a minute. Oh, that might have been loud. Sorry. Let's get loud. All right. About to knock yarn off the mini wall. That means I got too much over there. Bear with me, I'm coming back. Some of this stuff is too heavy for me. Put that down a minute. Put this back down. All right. Whew, it got hot in here, you guys. It was really cold and chilly, and now it got hot. Look at the box I keep it in. Live life joyfully. Dollar General. Yep. Got this from Dollar General for $7. Live life joyfully. Look at that. It's got a butterfly. Butterfly and joy. Perfect. Had to get it. Had to get it. But it holds all my squishy bows that I can make little girl headbands with. My teeny tiny little rosebuds. Even bought some clips recently to make some hair barrettes. Aren't those pretty? You've seen these. I made a outfit using those not too long ago. But anyway, I get these from my Walmart. And like here's a yellow one. And they come with this felt on the back. Honestly, I don't know what this little extra stitch is for. You might can slide something through that. Where's my darning needle? Okay. Let's see. We might be able to slide. Yep. So it's on there to slide something through. So I don't know. Maybe you can actually slide an actual plastic headband in there and hot glue it. Maybe that's what that's for. I don't know. I sew them with needle and thread directly onto my crochet. But there's a yellow one, and there's another yellow one, and there's another yellow one. Then it's not really red. It's kind of more of a coral color. But I have that one. Have mint green. Have another purple. And that's all I have of those. Now these bows right here, I found these on sale at Walmart on a clearance aisle one day. And if I remember correctly, I think I paid $1 for the pack of them because that's when I thought I was going to make dolls. Shh. Cynthia's not making dolls anymore, but she is making baby clothes. And so these will still make some really pretty hair headbands, but they are just the fabric. You can see they're taped on, but they're just fabric. So I can either put an actual hair clip on them and hot glue it, or sew it to more crochet. But here's some other big ones. I also got these on that same clearance when that clearance was going on. And if I remember correctly, I think I paid like 90 cents for these. I lucked up that day, you guys. I got these, I think, for like 30 or 40 cents. And I don't know why, because they still sell this stuff. Unless maybe they were just doing a clearing out or something. I don't know. But anyway, these are kind of some Christmas bows. These two. I got these from the Christmas section. And I think I paid 10 cents for those. These I bought full price. But they were just too cute. And I don't know if it'll say on here what they were. No, it doesn't. But I got a purple one as well. Oops. And here's more of those other ones. Like I went to town because I thought I was going to be making them dolls, but that's okay. I will be making baby outfits. And with these, I think these will be really pretty on the waistband of a dress. What do you think? Sew them onto the waistband of the dress. Look at these, you guys. Are you ready? Oh, I just love these. Aren't those pretty? Look at that. So, not making dolls, but I'm making stuff for live dolls, for some live cuties. But aren't these just so cute? So I was happy to find that clearance aisle. And this was back when Mr. Joyful was still having to push me around in a wheelchair. So I could sit and dig, and he was standing there, bless his heart. Here's some more little purple flowers I found. Most of this stuff I've gotten through Walmart. That was Walmart, but look how pretty these are. I bought these because I plan on making some christening gowns, crocheted christening gowns. Can you see those with the pearl? And look at the back of them even. Aren't those just really pretty? Well, this wasn't on the agenda for Playdate, but I'm excited. Y'all got me so excited. These came from my mama. These are from her craft drawer. So I'm excited. These little purple ribbons right here, I've used a couple of those already on some baby clothes. And this is just some ribbon that came from my mom's craft drawer that she had bought for something. And I think I remember the dress she made for my foster sister out of this. We took a little girl in when she was 4, and she stayed with us till she was like in her 20s. Look at these, you guys. These are so cute. Like I am so excited. Look at these. Little black and white. These I got off of, I think I got these off of Temu. I'm pretty sure these came off of Temu or Temu or whatever you call that little. But they're just little flowers with a little bead in the center. And look at these. And a lot of these, you can see it definitely on these. These are cute. Let me put my eyes back on so I can see if it's a glare on it or not. Aren't those cute? But on the back, they have a little felt tab, which I guess is for hot gluing. But I will sew down in the ribbons on them to sew them on. So they'll be sewn on. That way outfits can be washed. our little shoes. And this came off of a gift. It was wrapped around a basket, I think. And I kept it. It's just a little green bow. And it was hot glued. So it's still got a little stickiness to it. But I kept it. I'm going to recycle it. And here's more of the ones you've already seen. I tilt them down, you can see them better. And these actually came from my mama's craft drawer as well, which I've got some that I bought from Walmart, kind of like these, but different colors. Here's more of those white one with the pearls that are going to be really pretty too on christening gowns. And more of those. And then there's more of those. And on those christening gowns, I'll have a bonnet and booties. So I will definitely probably put one of these. My goal is to put one like where the ribbon, I'll actually use satin ribbon on the bonnets for the christening gowns. And I'll probably put one of these where I sew the ribbon to the crochet. And it'll go over that little transition from crochet to the satin ribbon. More of the black and white, more of the black and white, and more with red and white. And these are the same way. They have those little kind of felt little tip backings to them. But anyway, I got a lot more of these. So, and then just these little pink rosebuds here came from my mama's craft stuff. And that was more that I bought from Walmart. And then more little rosebuds. These came from my mama's craft. Because she just can't get out and she just can't get up and do the crafts like she used to. Now these came, here's more of the little red and white polka dots. These came from my mom's craft too. And you guys, look at these. These look really vintage. I was looking to see if it had a color on them. It just says 100% polyester. But there's two packages, but anyway, aren't those pretty? I mean, they're just like the red ones that I got from her. But these just, to me, just look so vintage. I don't see the red ones. Oh, here they are. Here's the red ones I got from her. But aren't those just so pretty? You see the little pearl in them. But anyway, more polka dot red, more polka dot black. And these are just little stars that I got on sale somewhere. Oh, Walmart. They're called puffy shapes, fabric puffy shapes. And I paid 87 cents for them. Probably back in 2019. That's what it's showing, 2019. But they're just little puffy fabric stars. So that'll be cute, maybe on a little boy sweater. More of the red and white. And then this is some stuff my mom gave me. And I put it in here, but I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with it. It got a little tangled. There we go. Okay. This is just a little pen, a little flower watering can pen. It's got some pink jewels for the flowers and then just little, obviously probably fake diamond studs for the, but there is a couple little pink ones down in the watering can too. They're not all white, but this, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it came from my mom, and my mom and I are both July babies. My brother was born in August. My sister was born in April. But my sister loved pearls. It's a little tangled. But anyway, it's got a little ruby stone on it. And then two different ones with, there, let's do that. With pearls. And she gave it to me because I talked about making dolls. But, well, I almost have it. It's just twisted. All right, there we go. It's a necklace, and it's got just a little ruby. I can't see what you see. And then two little pearl charms on there. But I still have the legs and arms and half the body of that doll I was making. So if I ever finish that, I may put it on there. Oh, I got another packet of those stars. Sweet. And then something I don't talk about much, but I love eagles. My favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 40:31 that says, "Those who hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall walk and not be faint. They shall run and not be weary." But in here, I got these from my mom, and they're just little drapery cords. Oh, this one, I know what this one is. This one was actually from my high school graduation. But this, I think she took because she used to make angel ornaments. And then she'd make little big ball satin ornaments and hang these off of those satin ornaments. I'm telling you, my mom used to do lots of crafts, paint, ceramics, you name it. These are just little fuzzy balls. And oh, look, a picture of my son, Andrew. That was probably like the 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade. Look at that. Pretty curly hair he had. But anyway, so who knows what I might be able to make with those. These would even be cute off of a Christmas dress. Like if I made a Christmas dress, not so much for a baby, but for a little toddler or a little girl, those would be pretty in the front on a Christmas dress. So if I should ever choose to cut that cord up for anything, it'll definitely have to be something for a future grandbaby. Something very special. All right. Are you guys still with me? I got one more little box in here, an old Mary Kay box from when I sold Mary Kay back in the day. I know what these are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. I forgot all about these. Now these will go on something for a future grandbaby of mine. So when Todd and I got married, my mom made my wedding bouquet and all my other bouquets. Sadly, Todd and I did not get married the way we had hoped, but we did get married. So these are from like a little over 20 years ago, because this year we're celebrating 20 years and we made all this stuff in advance. But these were left over, but some of these she actually put on my wedding dress, but they're little pink roses, and there's quite a few in here. Well, now I'm throwing them on the floor. Can't be too sentimental, can they? Wow, you guys, I found some treasures with you. Thank you for this play date. Oh my gosh, now here's some that got cut, because like I said, she was making them. But there's some more. Some more. And some more. And she used some of these on his boutonniere and the boys' boutonniere, because y'all know I've shared with y'all that the boy's father and I got a divorce when they were 3, 5, and 7. Our divorce was finalized, and Todd and I got married when they were 4, 6, and 8. And now they are 26, 28, and in August will be 30. Wow. Seems like a whole lifetime ago. But anyway. Oh, so this is one attached. So this one must have been Todd's. And then this must have been just an extra one. Wow, I'm gonna have to show him these before I put them up. And then these were little pieces that were just left over. But anyway, wow. And then old Mary Kay box. Anyway. Wow, wow, wow. How cool. But anyway, so all that to answer Jen's question. No, I did not make those. Let me see if I can dig down and find one again. All right. They're bought. I think I paid $1.97 a piece for them at Walmart. So they're not real expensive. Well worth the $2. So, and again, we learned you can take something through that little centerpiece to attach it on, because this is sewn down. These are sewn down, these two felt pieces on top of each other. Or you can hot glue them or do like I do. Now, I will tell you, it is very tough getting my needle. I have bent a lot of needles. So it takes me about 3 or 4 needles to just sew one on for a headband, because they do bend my needles. But I'm in the process of finding some thicker needles that have sharper ends, so that I can get through them. And if nothing more, I may start using some of my upholstery needles just to create some of the holes, but I just don't want them to be so thick though. I need them just to be big enough for the needles to go through. But I have also started using pliers. If I can get it through just a little bit, then use the pliers to help maneuver it through and pull through. So it gives it a little bit more strength. But anyway, so my mouse is covered. Had to uncover my mouse. Oh, cool. Sanja says, I just finished a pattern test for Connie. Awesome, awesome. I know, Sanja. I love Connie's patterns too. Oh, thank you, Jen. And I hope that it does Connie justice. But I'm enjoying it. I have until April 2nd, 3rd, or 4th to get it done. No, not April, May 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, somewhere at the beginning of May. But I hope to have it done before May. Laura saying hello to Mr. Joyful and Sadie Girl. Izzy saying hello to everyone. Y'all, I know I'm way behind in the chat, so sorry. Had no plans to indulge in this, but thank you. It was fun. Jen says, Dawn, she showed back. What did I miss? Oh, I was showing whips and it led us to looking at bows or ribbons. Because I think you've seen this, Dawn, the little onesie that I made with the matching headband that I've lost and is probably underneath all of this other ribbons. I don't know where it ended up because I don't see it in the basket. It's probably buried under all these other ones. Y'all, these shoes, these sandals are just so cute. They're backwards. They're just so cute. Can you imagine those little baby toes sticking out? Oh, that's my favorite part. I don't know, Dawn. I don't know what I did with the headband. It's probably buried under all these other bows. Oh, there it is. It was. So that's what prompted us to show all those bows. But anyway, $1.97 at Walmart. So I love them. I'm looking for more. I'm looking for some whites and some dark hunter greens and reds and whatever I can find. So I don't just go look for yarn anymore in Walmart. I go look for mugs. I go look for yarn. I go look for hair ribbons. It's probably a good thing I don't get to Walmart, but typically once a month. Mr. Joyful does our shopping and we do it virtually. So, because he's been getting off before me lately. Dawn says, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Amen, my friend. Amen. 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 What an apple on that reality show. Yes, Kim. And you guys, another eagle has landed. So help me welcome in Miss Kim. Hello, Kim. Welcome in. So great to have you in the Joyful House as well as everyone else. All right. And it's tough, Kim. Sometimes learning the truth about things is really tough. Like I was saying on that show, and that tells me I'm way behind in the chat. 48 seasons, almost 30 years. That's a lot of time invested, but I'll share what happened in that tea party. So y'all stay tuned for that. Connie's here, Connie. I hope I didn't do a bad thing, and if I did, you can smack my hand. I showed the testing project that I'm working on for you. I hope that's okay. And if not, please be honest with me and tell me, and I won't show any more. But if you won't, I'd like to show it again so I can show you what I've gotten done. But you tell me, because I can always take a picture and send it to you. But I just got so excited to share everything that I was working on. But I'm glad you're here. She says she is working on her knit cable sweater. Kim says, going to need to figure it out because I can't wait. Is that our upcoming mystery make-along or the reality show that I'm talking about? When I say reality show, y'all, let me just tell y'all, Cynthia doesn't do like those housewife reality shows and stuff like that. That is not what I'm talking about. Mine has competitions in them. I'm a competition girl in the right fun. I was an athlete growing up, so I've got a little bit of a competitive nature in me, but only when it comes to sports. And yes, when I'm watching my Braves play, I'm one of those going, get it, catch it, yes, home run. Yes, I'm one of those. I have a little bit of competitive spirit in me, but all in fun. All in fun. Greetings, all of my amazing yarny friends. She is reaching out and saying hello. She can call us all her little alien friends because that's what we are. Y'all are my joyful friends when I stop into other folks' houses as well. She says, how are y'all doing? I am here to play. Yay. I've played, but I played with bows and ribbons, not with crocheting. But I've had fun. I've had fun playing. And then, oh my gosh, I still can't believe this. I can't wait to show Mr. Joyful the leftover roses from our wedding stuff. Oh my gosh, 20 years ago. And y'all, they still are holding up pretty good. I mean, they're a little stiff, but they're stiff in general. And I mean, like if you were to buy them now. So I'm so excited. I'm going to have we're going to have a future granddaughter that's going to wear some of those. Kim says, no, 400 prayers. What? What did I missing? 400 prayers? What does that mean? Help a girl out. Bring her brain back around. Thank you guys once again for welcoming each other in. Liz says, be right back, giving my granddaughter her practice spelling test. Oh, what a great grandma. And Izzy is saying she is back and she's saying hello to Jen. And she says she'll check hers. I'm going to check mine too, Izzy. I'm pretty sure we talked. I thought we did. I'm going to go look too, Izzy. Zach, hello, my beautiful, handsome friend. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the Joyful House. He says, please pray for me. On Monday, I need a root canal. I will. I've been praying for you, and I am so grateful that you're finally going to have that tooth taken care of. I know that it might be heavy on the pocketbook a little bit, intense on the wallet, but to feel and see you out of that pain makes me so happy, my friend. I don't like you in that kind of pain. And also, how's the puppy doing? Still continuing to do better, I hope. Yes, Dawn, thank you so much. Those are the other two, the seed stitch and the Suzette stitch. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. But why did I think? It's not waffle stitch, because waffle stitch is where you make, and it looks like a waffle. But there was another. This crazy brain of mine, crazy brain. It'll come to me when I get off. You watch. No, it won't come to me when I get off because my friend who reminds me how many days till spring until it arrived is here to save the day. She has saved my brain. The griddle stitch. Yes, that's another name I've heard it called. Oh, Jen says the moss stitch is single crochet, chain one, skip one, single crochet. You're right. You're right. That is the moss stitch. Sanja says, you're right, Jen. Yes, you are. I forget. Miss was chains and single stitches. Yep. But you guys, if you've never made a hat in the moss stitch, you need to make a hat in the moss stitch. It makes a really, really cool hat. Dora says, I'm behind on so many things. I have a couple videos I need to get up and lots of mama things. I'd appreciate prayers for strength and getting through this discouragement I've been in. Absolutely, absolutely, my friend. Focus forward. Focus forward. That's your own private little word. I've used it recently as a joy word. but that's your private word for today is focus forward. You've got this. That pillow stitch is also how you make the houndstooth pattern if you change colors every row. I've never done the houndstooth, but I've heard of it. So thank you for sharing that. Remember, the sweater is done in single crochet back loop only. That's right, Wanda. That's right. You guys, it has taken her a while, but it is going to be so worth every stitch she's put into it. Lemon peel is also known as the griddle stitch. Ugh, my brain. Yes, and lemon peel is what we did, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, when we made that Lemon House placemat for our second or third mystery make-along. I think it was our second mystery make-along. Dom P. Yes, Steed Stitch was another name for the moss stitch. I believe I need to fire my brain for it's not doing its job. Oh, well, y'all would have fired my brain a long time ago, Sanja. Sanja says, love those bows. Jen says, I think there should only be one name for each stitch. I can't keep up. Right? I agree. I agree. All right. Oh, I never thought about that, Dawn, and you are so correct. Or on the back of a little girl's dress. Yes. Oh my God. See, this is why we get together. Because we help each other out. We give each other inspiration. I love that. Thank you, Dawn. I would have never thought about putting it on the back of the dress. But you're so right. I mean, I can remember a lot of dresses I wore as a little girl and the bow was on the back, but I just wasn't thinking. Thank you for that. Good night, Kim. I hope you get to feeling better, love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for hugging her out because I am still a little bit behind on the chat by about 20 minutes, so I'm trying to catch up. All right. I see cute hairpins with those tiny bows, right? I do too. I do too. Thank you guys for loving Kim out. Yes, Hope. I agree. Would be great for baby headbands. Absolutely. Thank you guys for saying hello to Hope. She's been with us a minute, but some of you have just come in, so thank you for that. Doris says, I would love to be able to do more crafts. I know, me too, right? Keep telling Todd, can I retire? I got so much I want to do while I have the energy and the brain power and the creativity to do it in. Connie says, thank y'all. I think that was when we were all talking about how we love her patterns. What? I didn't even know YouTube even had something such as a 30-minute ad. I have never seen or heard. Wow, Zach, I am truly sorry. A 30-minute ad. Wow. Oh, don't apologize to me. I wouldn't sit in no 30-minute ad either. Oh, okay, Izzy. I might be thinking of somebody else. Oops, sorry. Thank you. I will get to it probably tomorrow because tonight I have plans to spend some time with Mr. Joyful before he heads to bed. He's had a rough week. He's missed 2 days of work himself. I only missed one, but he missed two. He was filling up the air in the tires in both of our vehicles, and he wore a pair of sandals outside to do it in, and he got bit by a spider, and his toe got really infected, and he couldn't put a shoe on. Somebody drank all my tea. Who came in here and drank all of my tea? Well, it's some good tea. It's a raspberry tea. Very, very good. Connie says, Cynthia, that's fine. You can show it. Thank you. I told them I didn't have permission, so I was only going to show it that one time and then check with you about being able to show progress going forward. But thank you for being kind and allow me to do that. So the yarn that I'm using for it, Connie, is the Caron Cotton Painterly Cakes is what it's called. And I'm doing it in these colors. And so far, I don't want to pull any of my stitches out. This is what it looks like. And now I've got it wrapped up in the cake. Okay. But this is what I have so far, Connie, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But it is pretty, pretty, pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So thank you for allowing me to test that for you. I am humbled and I am honored. All right. Did I tell y'all what it was? Did I say it? Y'all probably figured it out if you're big Survivor fans. It is Survivor. And some of the stuff I learned today, I mean, when I say made me sick to my stomach, it made me sick to my stomach. But I will share that in my tea party. So y'all stay tuned for that tea party. It's going to be a hard one because it's a hard decision to make. When I talked to Todd about it over dinner, he couldn't believe that I'm walking away from it. And it's going to be hard, you guys. It's probably a very, very hard thing to do. It's like part of who I am. I mean, everybody who knows me knows I've always been a big Survivor fan. And this is not the platform that I want to share it on. I do want to wait for the tea party. But it was to the point before my spine surgery, I was trying to get on Survivor. So that's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard tea party. Y'all come. Y'all come. Even if you catch it as a replay. But that's what it is, Zach. All right. Good night, Izzy. Thank you so much for being here, love. I will look forward to your email in the morning. I love you, Zach. He says, I am listening to Christmas songs in March. I love it. Mr. Joyful and I just start singing Christmas songs all the time. We love Christmas songs. They just have such a really just joyful, happy beat to them. Doris is checking in with you, Connie. Hope you got that message right there on the screen. Sanja says we do that too, Zach. Yep. Good night, Don P. We're about to head out too, you guys. I appreciate y'all letting me go over tonight. Oh yeah, we went way over. Ooh, we went way over. But thank you. I've had so much fun. And thank you again for allowing me to bring out those bows and those ribbons and reminisce and find this treasure. Oh, I just can't wait to show Mr. Joyful. That's why I've not put the ribbons back in, because I want to show him what we found. Oh my gosh, what a fun and special play date. Love it, Dawn. Remember, if you're feeling down, look up. Well, you guys remember next Thursday is the first Thursday of the month. We will not have a play date because I have a play date with myself on Thursdays. It's just me. I go shut myself. Well, I haven't done it yet. This will be my first one, and I'm so looking forward to it. But I'm going to go shut myself up in the craft room, probably turn on my music, and just sit back there and just listen to music and crochet. And just, maybe hang out with God and just have a really relaxing woo-saw time. Light my candles, turn the lights down low, listen to some radio, move my hooker to and fro, and watch my project come to life. Whoa. Y'all, you just fill my heart with joy. You just fill me with music and make me want to sing. All right. Sable, her paw is feeling better, and she's running around and playing again. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell Mr. Joyful. We've been praying for your lovely puppy dog, and We just love our pups. So I'm so glad to hear that. Hi, Doris. Yes, I saw you. Okay. And that's for Doris and Miss Connie. All right. Hello, lovely Missy. Welcome in. So glad you're here in the Joyful House. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, I know, Sanja. And it looked awful. And that pus pocket that got on it, I felt so bad for him. Oh, he didn't cry out about a whole lot. He's a really good sport, but it took him down. And I kept saying, please go get it checked out. Please go get it checked out. But he kept nurturing it. He did Epsom salt baths. He did alcohol baths. He did witch hazel on it, everything. And today it's finally gone from this bright red to just a very light pink. And that pus core in the middle, it's not, this is so gross. It's not juicy anymore. It's like, it's hard. So he's killing off the infection. And he could get a shoe on and a sock on. So I'm so happy for him. But anyway. I did it. I snuck in and drank it all. You snuck in and drank my tea? Well, I am happy to share tea with you. In fact, I've decided that when I do the monthly giveaways, that I'm gonna stick some little tea bags in a little, butterfly garbanza. No, what do you call those bags? Anyway, those little cute decorative bags. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Garbanza, that's a bean, isn't it? Organza. But I'm gonna share some of my tea with you guys when you win on the monthly giveaways. So, then I really can share my tea with y'all. Hello, my beautiful friend. Margie, we do hope you get to feeling better too, love. Oh, thank you, Connie. And thank you again for giving me the opportunity to test it. It really, truly means a lot. All right. Connie says she's knitting, so she's not being chatty. That's okay. That is okay. I'm just glad you're here hanging out with us. Missy says, now, please. Not now. Now, please. What is the tea? It's a raspberry tea, and I really can't remember, and it's gone. I really can't remember what brand it was. I had a sampler pack at work, and I just pulled it out before our event because everybody else was drinking like soda and coffee and water. And while the water would have been great, I just fixed me up one of my hot teas real quick. But it's got like a swallow, like a little drip drop in there. All right. Where is the tea party? Zoom. So the tea parties, I do them as a private, they're on YouTube. And so if you'll go to the playlist, you will see, I'm not sure how many tea parties we've already had, maybe 3. But in the playlist, there is a tea party for the Joy team. Those have been going on for a while. Then there's a tea party for the channel, and it will be a tea party for the channel. But I was going to do them as uploaded videos, but I can't show the wheel without turning all of my equipment around to see the screen to do the giveaway wheel and put the entries on there. So between Mr. Joyful and I playing one night, we figured out that if I go on YouTube and I do a private live, I can literally do it like a live and share screen just like I would here in StreamYard. And then when I finish it, I go into YouTube and I change it from private to public, and then you guys can automatically see it. So it happens on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure we've had 3 to date. So, but yeah. And remember, in every video and every live, there is a joy word. The only time there's not, if it's like a recognition video for one of the Joy Team's anniversaries. But other than that, every live, every watch party, movie night, tea party, anything that I do with the Joy Team, what else do we do? Real delight, all of those, you get a joy word. And if you take that joy word and use it in a sentence in the comment section after the live or on the uploaded video, then you get an entry into the monthly giveaway wheel. And if you give me a sentence that is specific to that video or that live of something you really, really enjoyed, then you get a second entry. But it's got to be something like informative, like something that happened in that video or live, you know, saying, oh, I enjoyed coming to the play date and hanging out with my friends in the community. Well, hopefully we enjoy doing that in any and every live, whether it's here with the Joyful House or over at Mishy's house or Jen's house or Margie's house, you know, Connie's house. Hopefully we have that everywhere. So that would not count as an entry. But if you said, oh my gosh, Cynthia, I enjoyed the expression you made when you discovered the bows from your wedding, you know, or, you know, I appreciate you taking the time to answer Jen's question and not only showing us that you didn't make the bow, but all of your bows, or, you know, I love the fact that you and Mishy shared tea. I mean, something specific to that live to let me know what you liked, because it helps me get to know you. And it also lets me know what kind of crazy content you like, you know? So Mishy says, laugh out loud. I need the tea before the tea party. The tea parties are random. So I don't have like a specific time that they come out. So you just have to kind of watch for them, but they should still give you notifications. I'm trying to be better about either putting a post out that says, hey, come join me in the Joyful House today for these things. And so if I'm ever going to have a tea party, then it should be listed in there. If it's not, like if I decide to have one and that already went out, say tonight, say I decided to do one tonight, but today that Thursday post went out saying, hey, come join me for the watch party. Come join me for Joy House Playdates. And afterwards, I'm still feeling great and I decide to do a tea party. Then what I'll do is go over to the post and I'll put a post out there saying, hey, I've got a tea party that's going to come out at 11:30 tonight. So I'm trying to use that community post to put a lot of advertisement out there. And when I say advertisement, I don't mean ads. I don't mean something making money. I mean helping y'all realize that something happened in the Joyful House today. So thank you, Angela, for being here. Thank you all for being here and going over an extra hour with me. These are only supposed to really kind of go from about 8 to 9:15-ish. So I appreciate you spending some time with me tonight. I really needed this. It was a lot of fun. So good night, Izzy. She says, pray for me, Cynthia. I found out I was pregnant and me during pregnancy is not well. Well, congratulations. And yes, we'll definitely be praying for that. We'll be praying for the transition in life that will take place. We'll be praying for any undue stress that the baby may cause on your body and the things that you're already going through. But also praying for just ultimate joy. So, and one of these days, I'm going to show y'all my new baby. I got a new baby the other day, but she's back there waiting for a different tea party. There's an apple over my shoulder. But that's all you get to see for now. So y'all be catching those tea parties. Absolutely, Zach. And I will let Mr. Joyful know that you said that as well. Thank you, Mishy. Organza. It's an organza bag. Thank you. Sometimes I get so excited that my brain literally just starts going woo, woo, woo. And my mouth starts going woo, woo, woo. And they don't connect. So thank you for that. All right. Mishy, thanks, but not thanks. Pregnancy is not a good side for me. It makes me a very different person. Oh, Izzy, definitely praying for you. And it makes me miserable. And I already am miserable. Oh, nugs, nugs. She says she's at 20 weeks. Wow. Hey, Miss Dana. Miss Dana, you're one of the videos I need to get. I'm coming. I'm going to be late to the party, but I'm coming. I am taking your challenge on, my friend. With all these other many things I'm doing, I am going to take your challenge on, and I am looking forward to it. And I've already shared with the Joy team about it, and I already know what my project is going to be. It is one that I have been hanging on to for over a decade to do, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and do 2 at least, so that some of my future grandbabies can enjoy it. So it is something I've been wanting to do, like I said, for a long, long time. So I'm going to work on getting that video out, hopefully somewhere over the weekend, but definitely within the next week. Trying to get this crazy sugar under control. I've been coming home. Tonight is literally the exception of the rule this week, except for the day I didn't go to work because it was so bad. My sugar's been so high. I've just been coming home and crashing and going to bed and sleeping all night. But Miss Dana, I'm doing it. Just know you've got my word. I am joining that crochet heart, I think is what it is. # crochet heart. I'm doing it. I'm excited about it. My future grandbabies are going to be excited. So I'm thanking you for motivating me to do something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, because, you know, we're not promised tomorrow. And I would be devastated if I left this world and didn't make at least one that my kids can pass around. So stay tuned. But my goal is to make 2. So you know, I have had many problems with my kitchen since let me just put this up here. You know, I've had many problems with my kitchen since Thanksgiving, and these 60, 70-hour weeks don't help either. Hopefully they're going to get it done soon, Wanda. She's right. It's been a long time that they've been trying to get this fixed, and definitely need to get it fixed before you retire so that you can have a kitchen to enjoy. I know it's got to be frustrating. Margie, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, always. And yes, Izzy, she has a great ear that you can lean on as well. There's many here. And after what you've shared, I wasn't gonna I'm gonna go look at your email tonight. I can't wait till tomorrow. So my heart is just sad for you, but we're here for you. I just saw that she was live, and I want to stop by and say hi. Parked, and I'm ready for bed. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. Well, I'm glad you came in so I can verbally tell you that I am on board, and I'm coming with that video. Be patient with me. Oh, wow. Steaming the prom dress. Oh, my gosh. So exciting. Thank you, Mishy, for coming over and sharing some tea with me in a non-tea party. Oh, I love it. Absolutely, Sanja. Love that you can help him. All right. Thank you guys for saying hello to Dana. Yes, once you respond, I will spill all the tea. I love you, my friend. I'm so glad that we've connected, and I'm so glad that we've met. And I don't believe for one moment that it's by happenstance. So grateful that I have met your acquaintance. May not have all the answers, and sometimes I may have nothing more than a shoulder to lean on and a prayer to say, but I'm there for you. All right. Well, you guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. What a great play date this was. I loved every minute of it, and I am going to be a little sad to miss it next Thursday, but I am excited to spend some time with myself. It'll be such a great opportunity and something that I've needed to do for a long time. And I want to encourage you to find time to just spend with yourself. Sometimes we get so busy doing things with and for other people and taking care of other people that we don't stop and realize that we are just as important. And eventually we're going to become run down and not being able to do the things that we need to for others, especially those that rely on us. So I encourage you. It is not being selfish. It's not being a narcissist. It is really healthy to take some time and just devote to yourself. You've got to take some time to step back, relax, and just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you do, it will help release some of the anxieties we go through, some of the stress that we go through. It really, truly is happy. Well, it is healthy, but it really, truly will make you happy. It will truly fill your joy tank. So hope you guys will take some much needed time. But in 2 weeks, we'll be right back here and we'll spend the next 3 weeks together with Playdates. So looking forward to it. I do have April's one-on-one Playdates already out on the community page. They went out on Tuesday. Already had about 3 or 4 fill up. So if you are interested in one, go check it out because I only do about 8 of those a month. I had to back down on those 2. I was doing anywhere from 12 to 15, but I had to back down a little bit because Mr. Joyful is very deserving of some of my time as well. But anyway, so I've got a few of those play dates left if you want to go try and grab one. All right. Margie's telling you, Izzy, that her email is in the description box of her videos. Thank you so much for that, Margie. Hello, my beautiful. The Queen is in the Joyful House. Hello, beautiful Queen Bridget. How are you? Nugs, nugs, nugs. So good to see you. Izzy says, Mishy, I'll keep you updated. Bridget, I want to see a piggy. Can you go live? Oh, such joy you bring to us, Bridget, in all forms. Love it, love it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. Again, appreciate you letting me bring out those unexpected moments that we shared tonight, looking at the bows and the ribbons and finding those little flowers from mine and Mr. Joyful's wedding 20 years ago. Wow, what a special treasure. I can't wait to show this. And his boutonniere down in there that we pulled out and looked at. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to share that with them. So again, thank you for being here and opening up the door for that special walk down memory lane and the creativity in this massive pile of bows and puffy stars and all kinds of beautiful things. Can't wait to keep making more. All right. We're going to do the joy dance before we head out, and I will see y'all next time.